What the hell do you call that? What you saw last week was an absolute travesty. Daniel Bryan should not be walking around now calling himself the NLW champion. That belongs to the bastard. I was screwed out of the NLW title. What kind of officiating do you call that? I had him beat in the center of the ring, but Daniel Bryan wants to grab my tights, roll me up and escape with the fluke. Stone Cold, give me what I want, what I need. I need that NLW title around my waist. Bryan, one more time. I want you in 3 weeks. And let me warn you, when I don't get what I want, I can be a real miserable bastard. Clock's ticking, Bryan. I'll see you in 3 weeks. Dial 619 for a hell of a time. Welcome to No Limits Wrestling. And there you see the man who last week returned to No Limits Wrestling to challenge Ricochet for the X Division Championship. We don't know when that match is going to be, but it is going to be a fantastic one, no doubt. Tonight he goes one-on-one with Minoru Suzuki, but also tonight Stone Cold Steve Austin will be live in that ring to talk about the Undisputed Era. There are rumours that the Era might be fired or even suspended by Stone Cold Steve Austin after what they did to John Cena at WrestleMania. Well, tonight Austin has vowed to lay down the law with the Undisputed Era. But right now, our opening contest, it is the sadistic Minoru Suzuki going one-on-one with the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio. And there is the Hurricane Rana from Rey. Runs off the ropes right into the drop kick from Suzuki. And a cover, but there you see, he was in the ropes. And Rey, in his first match back in several years, having a very tough task on his hands as he gets dropped with a Saito suplex from Minoru Suzuki. This is the clothesline though, and here comes the crossbody. In for the cover, and a kick out of the Japanese legend. Rey Mysterio, oh what a chop from Minoru Suzuki, and there's the penalty kick. Caving in the chest of Rey Mysterio. And surely not. He wants a powerbomb from the top. Looking for it. With the Rana from Rey. Rey Mysterio with the Hurricane Rana from the top. And now drop kicks him into position. He dials it up. 619, no. The sleeper from Suzuki. Suzuki with the sleeper. And now go for the pile driver. With a Rana into the ropes. And here it comes, 619. And Spring Rana. Rey Mysterio picks up the win in his return bout. Well, Rey Mysterio here tonight proves he's still got it. The master of the 619 with a phenomenal victory over Minoru Suzuki. And now, Rey Mysterio can set his sights on the X Division Championship and the flying sensation, Ricochet. Well, Rey Mysterio getting the return victory for himself over Suzuki here tonight. He goes on to face Ricochet at some point in the future for the X Division Championship. Now, speaking of the X Division, tonight the Super X Cup here in this company. Last week Stone Cold laid out the foundation saying it was going to be a 16-man tournament. The winner of this tournament is going to get a shot at the X Division Championship in the future. But Who's it going to be? We begin with round 1 of the Super X Cup. We have a man returning to the company for the first time in several years, Brian Kendrick, going one-on-one with a new face, Cedric Alexander. Well, this is the first match in the tournament, and a win by either of these competitors will send a message to all of them in the tournament, and Brian Kendrick not wasting any time, throwing the jacket on Cedric, but Cedric back at him with the drop kick. And Kendrick having a good start with those stomps, but Cedric picking up the pace in a big way, running off the ropes with a toe pick on Hello, over the top, crashing onto Brian Kendrick. And these Super X Cup matches, they will be fast, they will be over in a heartbeat. But there's the heel kick from Brian Kendrick, now working over Cedric Alexander. Of course, Brian Kendrick has competed in NLW before. This is the debut of Cedric Alexander. Will that experience edge help Kendrick? You have to believe it will, but Cedric throwing caution to the wind with the springboard clothesline. There's going to be 8 first round matches. The winner of this match advances to the quarterfinals, but he went for the lumbar check, but instead the crafty veteran with a rake to the eyes, and now the captain's hook. The captain's hook applied by Kendrick, but Cedric Alexander gets to the ropes. And you can see the wild eyes. Kendrick looking for sliced bread, but reversed into the lumbar check. And he compressed the spine of Brian Kendrick, and that means that Cedric Alexander is advancing to the quarterfinals. Brian Kendrick comes up short. He had his back caved in with that lumbar check, and thus Cedric Alexander advances in the Super X Cup.
Brother Nero, what in the hell is going on with your condition? Last week I saw you attacked our good friend the Hurricane. What was that about? And then, when you were wrestling against Daniel Bryan a few weeks ago, you tried to cheat. What is wrong with you, Brother Nero? What's wrong with me? What the hell's wrong with you, Matt? I'm Mr. Money in the Bank. I can do whatever the hell I want when I want to do it. Our friend, the Hurricane, that goof, he cost me a match against the Usos, and so I beat his ass. It's nothing personal. Maybe you should focus on yourself and less on that green idiot. Matt, I'm deadly serious. I've got the Money in the Bank contract. I can cash it in for an NLW title match anytime I want. You need to relax. Relax? I can't relax. You're putting yourself in danger. You don't want to become broken like me. You need to relax.
Relax. A little bit of a condescending attitude from Jeff Hardy. I can understand it. Well, it's crunch time for the Undisputed Era. Will they be suspended? Will they be fired for what they did to John Cena at WrestleMania? We're about to find out, because the Sheriff, the NLW Commissioner Stone Cold Steve Austin, has arrived, and as he makes his way to the ring, we have to tell you that next week our huge main event sees the debut of Rowdy Ronda Rousey as she goes one-on-one with the boss, Sasha Banks. Our women's main event, the debut of Ronda Rousey, it happens next week live on No Limits Wrestling. But now Austin's in the ring. What do you think he has to say about the Undisputed Era? We're about to find out.
At WrestleMania, a very serious incident occurred with the Undisputed Era and John Cena. They crossed the line when they put that steel chair over his head and stomped in his skull. Now, I've done some heinous things in my career, but I like to think I've done it under the context of what had been done to me. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Adam Cole beat John Cena at WrestleMania. That was it. There was no need to put that chair on his head and stomp it in. John Cena is now at home. He cannot wrestle for the foreseeable future, and that is because of the Undisputed Era. Now, I'm asking, if you've got the guts to come out here and face me like men, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Adam Cole, get your ass on that stage so I can talk to you.
Well, here they come. We heard them talk about what they did to Cena a few weeks ago, and they showed no remorse. But now that Austin has called them out, what do you suppose Adam Cole has to say for himself?
You're talking to us as if we're school children. What the hell happened to you, Austin? We're grown-ass men, yeah. What, you want to come out here? You want to tell us off? Well, go ahead. We've heard worse. I think it might be time for story time with Adam Cole, baby. You see, before the Undisputed Era came in, your show was failing. It was failing to create new stars. You had Daniel Bryan, who's been here, 5 years? You had John Cena, who's been here since the beginning. You booked a match between yourself and Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Kyle and Bobby didn't get on the card. Austin, your entire show is based on nostalgia, but you can't see that we are the future. So I know you're not going to fire us because you need us on this show. We can do whatever the hell we want. What we did to John Cena, we could do to anybody in that locker room, including you. And you just can't do a damn thing about it, baby. So if you want to fire us, or we'll just hop over to another company, baby. It's that simple. It's not just a fact. That is undisputed. So do your worst. Do my worst? You jackasses have the gall to come out on stage and insult me? I'm not gonna fire you, but I'm gonna fine you $100,000. But of course, I will waive that fine if you come down to this ring and make me waive that fine. And that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
Well, they're getting fined unless they make their way to the ring. And here they come. Adam Cole, Bob. At the end of Heartache, it's Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong assaulting Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was a ruse, a setup. They have ambushed Austin. And Adam Cole with a Panama Sunrise. That is their boss. And they have laid him out. And a Roderick Strong with this embrace with Adam Cole. Give me a break. It's disgusting. Will the Undisputed Era not only adding a new member in the form of Roderick Strong, but sending a message that they don't play by anyone's rules, even the NLW commissioners. Roderick Strong makes the Undisputed Era stronger than ever as they lay out Stone Cold Steve Austin.